So we're stood in front of the Abbey Gateway, which was one of the gateways of Reading Abbey that was founded in 1121 by Henry I. But later, and perhaps some people don't know this is where Jane Austen and her sister Cassandra went to school. In the end of the 18th century, from 1785 to 1786, so they were here for about 18 months at the Reading Ladies' Boarding School. Young ladies from the gentry would have come here to learn the basics of life, a bit of French, a bit of English, how to look after a house, that kind of thing. So very genteel, very middle class. This year, we're celebrating 250 years since she was born. And again, actually, it's 240 years since she went to school in Reading. So we're going to go inside and have a look and see what's inside the Abbey Gateway. We're now inside big floor room, which looks out over the Forbury Gardens. And this would have always been this big, lovely open room right back to the medieval period. It was restored in the 19th century by the architect, Sir George Gilbert Scott. What we've got here today is actually a Victorian schoolroom, which used to be at Catesgrove School, but we moved it here, and many thousands of Reading school children come here every year to be Victorians. So she would have known this building, she would have come in this building, she would have played out in the Forbury Gardens, the Abbey ruins it then was. So Jane would have known this building, but perhaps not quite as it looks now, because this is a Victorian restoration of a medieval building. So we think that the Abbey Gateway was the inspiration in Jane Austen's Emma for Mrs. Goddard's school. So that's a very famous school that she describes in Emma, and it's an old-fashioned girls' boarding school, and that must have been from her time here in Reading. So we're on the roof of the Abbey Gateway and we're looking over the magnificent Forbury Gardens. You can see the Forbury Lion, the Maywank Lion there behind me, and it's a great vantage point to really see the whole layout of what was Reading Abbey. We have Abbey Quarter tours every Saturday from April through to October. You can book on those on the museum website. And some of those tours come into the Abbey Gateway, and there are special tours where we come up here onto the roof. So look out for those special dates where you can book a rooftop tour as well.